Ladies and gentlemen, Batocera 33 is officially here. Oh yeah.
Greetings everyone and welcome to Batocera Nation. So delighted you could join us here today. So you can see that Batocera 33 is finally official, and I know for a fact that the developers have put a lot of time and effort and energy to get it just right. So kudos to the developers for making this possible. If you want to do a fresh install, you can go ahead and click it and you can download it, or much easier of course is to go ahead and update it within your Batocera system. If you don't know how to do that, in a little bit, I'll show you how you can do that, all right? Let's go ahead and look at the changes. Click on the change log. You can see there this list. It's quite an extensive list. In fact, when I printed this on my printer, it took about over two pages long just to see all the different changes. You can see there that a whole bunch of the emulators have been updated, okay? But besides that, you can see all the changes as well. So let's go ahead and break it down. I'm not going to cover everything, but I will be highlighting some of the more important features from Batocera 33. So, you can now install Batocera if you have this system right here, the B-Link GT King Wi-Fi 6, or this is the Pro right here. This is the latest version right here. Now the difference between this one and the other one is the chip that they're using. Okay, this one is using the -H chip. Okay, this one is not. So if you want to compare both of them side by side, you can see there that the one with the -H has a slight increase in the turbo frequency from 1.9 gigahertz to 2.2 gigahertz. Okay, on that it's pretty much the same. However, the TDP is also higher on this one right here, on the Pro version versus the one that's non-Pro. Now then, it turns out I've talked to the developer Demetrius, who's been working on this. And he's let me know that it's either or nothing, which means you can either use the Android version, but you won't be able to use Batocera, or if you install Batocera, you won't be able to use the Android version at all, because what it does is wipe everything clean and install Batocera on the system itself. Unfortunately, you cannot do a dual boot. Nonetheless, if you are interested in installing Batocera on this system or on the other one, let me know. And I will get Demetrius to give me the guide, and I will create the tutorial, okay? Batocera can also be installed on this, on the RAD XA0. Kind of like a Pi Zero. It's really small. For the CPU, this uses the M-Logic S905Y2. And I'm also thinking about getting one of these and trying it out. Let me know if you're interested. You can also install Batocera now on the Orange Pi 02. You see here it's a lot smaller than the other one, but unfortunately the RAM here is only ½ a gigabyte. Versus on the other one, the highest RAM you got is 4 gigabytes. Plus also has the EMC card, 128 gigabytes, the highest can go. You can also now install Batocera on the Pi Boy DMG. If you got one of these bad boys, you can install Batocera on it as well. All right. Moving along, we also can see here that for MAME, a whole bunch of different systems have been added to MAME. This is for the PC version of MAME. Some of these I've never heard before. For example, we got Megaduck. Never heard of Megaduck. I had to look it up. And it's the Game Boy wannabe clone. Okay, but again, you got a number of systems that have been installed for MAME, including this one right here. And I've got a number of requests for this right here, so I'm gonna have to check it out. Now then, if you own a Pixelcade in your arcade cabinet system, good news now, Batocera now supports this as well. If you don't know what this is essentially an animated marquee for your arcade cabinet system. Let me show you. It's pretty cool. And again, Batocera 33 will now support this if you own one of these. I will be providing a link in case you want to add this to your arcade cabinet system, all right? In addition, a number of bezels have been added to the standalone console systems. Prior to Batocera 33, you can only do this if you were using RetroArch. But now most of the standalone emulators can now support bezels. I'm going to show you that in a little bit as well. Speaking about bezel, we got an awesome new feature about the set called Mega Bezels, made by Hyperspace Madness. And essentially what it is a bezel reflection shader that you can add to Batocera. In fact, let me show you what it's all about. You can see there, here's the bezel. You can see this nice little reflection right there. Looks really cool. Okay? Right there, right down the edge. There's some more samples. Also some for the 3DS as well. Right there. And all this is automatically included in Batocera 33, and I'm going to show you that in a little bit. I thought it was a cool little feature as well. Let me go ahead and load up my Batocera so I can show you some of the additions and changes in Batocera 33. But before I do that, I want to point out that Batocera 33 BIOS files is already found in archive.org. Okay. In addition, if this is your first time with Batocera, you want to go ahead and install Batocera, I've got a tutorial on how to install Batocera 33, and I will be providing a link in my video description. And also there you have a link there to the BIOS files as well. Essentially, this is the same tutorial as for Batocera 32. Alright, so let's go ahead and load up Batocera. Alright, so we're in Batocera. Now then, if you are running Batocera 32 and you want to upgrade to Batocera 33 within your system and you don't know how to do it, let me quickly show you how to do that. It's a really simple process. Press Start on your gamepad, go into Updates and Downloads, go down here, make sure that this is turned on, and then from there, Update Type, make sure it's also selected to Stable, and then press Start Update, and it'll do the rest. Easy peasy, all right? Let's proceed now. Let me go ahead and first show you the bezels that have been added to the standalone emulators. And Xbox is a good example of this. So in the past, if you want to have bezels, you have to use the RetroArch version of the emulator. In this case, Xbox doesn't have a RetroArch version. But now, fortunately, we can have bezels for Xbox as well. Let me show you. Yeah, pretty cool. And of course, the option is yours, whether you want to have it or you want to have it widescreen, it's up to you. Let's go ahead and get out of this. Besides this, a number of features have also been added to the Xbox emulator. Let's go ahead and press my select button, and let's go into Advanced System Options. And from there, you can see they got a scaling mode. Okay, center, scale, stretch, widescreen. This is also a new feature, rendering resolution. You can now upscale it all the way to 8x. Of course, you need a really powerful system to do that. But let me go ahead and show you 3x. We can see there, it looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and get out of this. Another feature that's been added is the performance overlay display. And this is helpful in case you want to test out your system to see how far you can take it. So let's go ahead and press select button, go into Advanced System Options, and from there, go ahead, choose Head Up Display. And you can choose a game, performances, or custom. I tend to choose this one right here. And then let me show you. You can see there on the left-hand side of the screen we've got the performance display. Not only do we have frames per second, but we also have the CPU and GPU temperature as well. Again, that's really helpful in case you want to see how far you can take your system in the emulator as well. All right, let's get out of this and let's go to main. All right, let's go ahead and press the select button. And let's go to Advanced System Options. You can see there's been some changes added to it. You can rotate the particular game if you want to. You got controller to light gun. You got control mapping. You can either choose analog or digital. You also have input interface, which you can use either the RetroPad or gamepad or the keyboard. If you're using the keyboard here, it will ignore the shortcuts that Batocera uses for the keyboard as well. or you can do both. Okay, it's up to you. Now you can set this for the entire main system, or you can do this on a game-by-game basis. If you want to do this on a game-by-game basis, then all you got to do is to go ahead and select the game, press A on your gamepad, and then from there go ahead and go into Advanced Game Options. And from there, again, you can choose all these options game-by-game basis. Rotation, input interface, so forth and so on. All right. A number of emulators also have this new feature called full ratio option. So if I hold down my A button, I can go into my advanced game options. And again, you can do this on a game-by-game basis or your full main collection. So right there, game aspect ratio, go ahead and select that. And now we have this new feature called full. And essentially, this allows you to stretch the image to fill the screen no matter its dimension. It's not supported by all the emulators, but it is supported by a lot of the emulators, okay, including main. Let's check out Steam to see if there's been any updates on Batocera 33. Now, those of you who have been following me for quite some time know that this game would not work in Batocera 32. The question is, will this game now work in Batocera 33? Well, let's find out. What? Star Wars Squadron's working in Batocera 33? Oh, be still my heart. Be still my heart. It's working. Now to exit the game, unlike Batocera 32, well now in Batocera 33, all you got to do is press the start button and your hotkey, and it successfully will exit the game without any more problems. See that? So this is true for all the Steam games. So yes, Star Wars Squadrons does work in Batocera 33. There's been a major update with Steam within Flatpak, and that has allowed me now to finally play Star Wars Squadron, and it works beautifully. Let me give you a little gameplay.
He must have been support for the Empire's jamming ships. If we scan the...
So as you can see, it plays beautifully. I was so excited when I saw that. I tell you, that made my day. Finally, Star Wars Squadrons plays in Batocera 33. Awesome. And in fact, it looks like more games are compatible now in Batocera 33 due to the fact that Steam had a major update within Flatpak. And indeed, I plan to do a follow-up Steam video as well, coming real soon. Let's head to Windows games, because I got some good news. Let's check out Street Fighter V. Hold on the A button. Let's go to Scrape. And let me show you, we got a new scraper. for Batocera. Right there. Right here. There it is. You can see there that the other two did not have video or artwork like this one does. Go ahead and download it. And there you go. Pretty cool. So glad we got a new scraper for Batocera in version 33 and above. Furthermore, let me show you something else. Let's say, for example, this is the game you've been playing for a number of weeks. That's all you want to play. When you load up Batocera, this is what you want to automatically load up. Turns out, Batocera 33 now allows you to do that. Hold down the A button and go into Advanced Game Options. And let's go down all the way to the bottom. And launch this game at startup. Turn that on. And get out of there. When you reboot, automatically it's going to load up the game. Pretty cool. In fact, I've had a number of people ask me about this feature a while back ago. Now we have that feature about Batocera 33 and above. Awesome. Now then, let me go ahead and show you the Mega Bezel shaders. And let's try this on the Sega Genesis. Now then, you can see there we have a nice little reflection on the edge of the TV screen. That's what the Mega Shader is all about. Looks really nice. It's quite impressive. I should point out that this works really well on low-end emulators, but if you plan to do this on one of the high-end emulators like the Nintendo 64, it will slow down the system. In fact, let me go ahead and show you the demonstration on Nintendo 64. And by the way, I'm using this on the Ryzen 4800U chip. Okay? But again, let me show you the Mega Shaders on the N64. You can see there, it slowed down quite a bit. And now let me show you the same game without the Mega Bezel. So again, as you can see there, the Mega Bezels do take up quite a bit of system resources. And not all the emulators support Mega Bezels. Now let's move on to PS1 emulation, specifically DuckStation, because something else has been added to it. So let's check it out. Now then, if you get this error, there is a way to fix it. I'm going to show you how to fix that right now. Press B to continue. So I'm not too clear how the error came about. I don't know if it's a bug from Batocera 33 or not, but I've never seen the error until now. So let's go ahead and press Escape, press F1. Let's go into the root folder, and then look for USR folder, and from there go to Share, and then go to DuckStation, right there, and from DuckStation go to Translations. And then you got all the different translations, okay? Pick your default translator, whatever it is, whatever language you have, go ahead and pick that one. In my case, it's English. Go ahead and copy it. I'm going to make a duplicate file. Paste it. And from there, backspace, and just get rid of the EN. It's looking for this file, and because it can't find it, it gives you that error message, okay? But we can go ahead and create it. And from there, just go ahead and click on Rename. And now it's there. See it? Okay, based upon the English language. Once you do that, go into Applications, go into Xterm, and from there type Batocera -save-overlay. That makes it permanent. Otherwise, if you don't do this step, when you reboot it, it's going to delete that file. And from there, just type exit. And now it should work fine without any problems. So let me go ahead and show you the new addition to DuckStation. If you're using DuckStation as your emulator for PlayStation, there's a way now where you can access its menu. So go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and select the game. And from there, press the hotkey and then the A button. And that brings you to the menu itself. You can do a number of things, including changing the disc for those two-part gamers. And of course, you can also go into settings as well and exit the game. Once you finish, just go ahead and press the hotkey and the stop button, and that will go back to the game. Moving along, a number of emulators have features added to advanced system options. So for example, this is true for PS3. Hit the select button, go into advanced system options. You can see there all the different features that you can now change all within Batocera. You don't have to load up the standalone version of the PS3 emulator. All this is now within the advanced system options. Same thing with PSP. Select advanced system options. And it makes life a lot easier. Isn't that great? Now, for the PS2 emulator, turns out we now have Vulkan support. Yay, great news for that. Thank you, developers, for adding Vulkan support to the PS2 emulator. And in fact, I'm going to go ahead and create a separate video tutorial to show you Vulkan support, where in some cases it makes a big difference, in other cases it does make no difference at all. And I will show you all this in my next video. Thereafter, I plan to do another tutorial on the Mega Shaders as well as the bezels that have been added to Batocera 33. And lastly, if there's some features you want me to test out and check out, or you want me to show you a tutorial, let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to work on those video tutorials as well. Well, that's a wrap. If you found this video useful, please go ahead and like it. That would really help me out with the YouTube algorithms. If this is your first time watching a video from Batocera Nation, then I highly encourage you to check out our YouTube channel, as well as our website at BatoCeraNation.com. That will give you a great overview of what Batocera is all about and whether this will fit your emulating needs. Finally, I want you to know that I've got a lot more videos coming up, so therefore please consider subscribing if you're not a subscriber, so that you'll stay on top of the latest and greatest of Batocera. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on Batocera Nation. Bye.